Yeah. Look at you or the camera? I'll look at you.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, look at me. I'm here with Luke Rudkowski, pioneer of independent journalism. Luke, what really interests me is how you got in the hotel on Tuesday. I guess it was. Was it just for one night? And what did you see? What did happen there?
Well, I think it was a day and a half. We just released a full video, like behind the scenes of everything that was taking place that time we were there. It was really surreal. And the way we kind of got in was kind of weird. It was very kind of surreal to see how like easy it was to walk in there. Like you try to make a reservation online, you couldn't. Regular people were turned away. I think it was the biggest factor that we had G7 press credentials, and the White House press corps was also staying at that hotel. So when we pulled up to the checkpoint, we played it cool. We didn't videotape. We didn't antagonize the cops. They looked very aggressive. They looked very mad. They looked like they thought that I was going to jump and fight all 30 of them at once. I don't know why they were behaving this way, but very thuggish, very aggressive. We played it cool. We calmed them down. They were like, we're press. We're going to the hotel. And after after they checked everything, including our luggage and our bags and our persons, they then decided to say, yeah, just go up. So we went up, and then with the same press credentials on our necks, there was other people with those same press credentials already in the hotel. We decided to say that we are extending our stay and want to stay here, and they booked a room for us, surprisingly.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So they booked a room for you?
Yeah.
For you? So it was free.
Well,
for
Jeff
you?
Berwick.
Yeah, I mean,
booked a
who's
room.
this guy, Jeff Berwick?
Jeff Berwick is from the Dollar Vigilante. He is a very interesting character, to say the least. He's a personal friend of mine, and he makes YouTube videos as well on the Entercast. And he decided to help us out and to pay for the rooms.
So what was he doing? Was he also part of press there, or was he just
he was a
chilling?
part of press at the G7. He came
Oh,
with us to
wow.
check out the G7, to check out Bilderberg. He's a great. His videos on YouTube are really interesting, and I enjoy watching them.
Wow, that was a jackpot, man. It's
I know, we
incredible.
got very lucky. This whole trip, we got very, very lucky. Obviously, we don't have a lot of income. We don't have a lot of money since we do everything for free. There's no corporate whore media money being thrown our way. There's no government money being thrown our way. So we have to rely on ourselves to do this. And I've been extremely lucky because everywhere I've been going, people are like, yeah, you could stay in my hotel room. Yeah, I'm driving there. I'll give you a ride. Hey, I have an extra room here. Hey, let me buy you a meal. And magically, things have been coming to us at the perfect time, at the perfect moment, and it's, I don't know, the best way to describe it is perfect synchronicity, because even though we're not very financially rich, we don't have a lot of money, we're very spiritually rich, and we never lack anything because of the great angels and the great people who are surrounding us, who are always helping us out. So it's a very humbling feeling, like, wow, like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, this is, like, incredible. It's always just very, very, like, wow, like, I can't believe this is happening, and it is, so it's beautiful.
Oh, very inspirational.
Yeah.
I heard in the video that you had some inside talks with, like, in the cigar room with the
Oh.
other press people.
Yeah,
so
yeah, the
you
White
can-
House press corps, the top of the top mainstream media in the United States.
So you said that some people just told you that they're not really journalists. So is it like really true, or were they dishonest when you just talked to them at night? Or?
Well, the conversation went all over the place. One guy said, "Oh yeah, the Illuminati," da, 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 and just walked away. And was just acting obnoxious. Other people, engaged us, and when they engaged us, they were curious. They were like, "Wait, what? What's happening here?" And then we, told them all the information that's publicly available, all the secrecy, all the protection, all the people meeting here, all the people coming here, all the significance of this meeting and how actually powerful it is and how more powerful it is than the G7 that they were reporting on. And they were shocked because they didn't know anything about this. Nothing.
Exactly. The same happened to me. I talked to a guy from the White House press corps there too, and he had no idea about
Yeah,
it.
no idea.
Yeah.
And then we calmly drank with them, sat with them, talked to them off record, and they, at the end of it, it surprised me, and they were like, they told us, we appreciate what you do. we deeply appreciate what you do. We wish we could do this. But we have a paycheck. We have to have our kids be supported, our families, our mortgages. We have to be told what to do, and we do it for the paycheck, and that's the honest truth. So it was like surreal, being able to hear this like blunt, honest truth, and they were like, they were appreciating what we were doing.
So what was it on the last day, like this weird anxiety when you were there, like when you were the last guys in the hotel, so you saw something, how they searched the hotel on Tuesday? Was it like...
Well, there was staff and security everywhere going through every little thing. Obviously, they're sweeping the place for bugs. They're super paranoid. They're all over the place. They're anxious. They're nervous. They're not a really good, happy environment. Not a really good, happy energy at all. So they were everywhere. As soon as we came out, we were already like, hey, whoa, whoa. And then, of course, with just confidence, with just like being sure of yourself, you're able to put yourself in those positions where they're like, yeah, okay, it's fine. But after a while, they caught on, and they were like, oh, no. They were playing my YouTube videos in the lobby. And yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why did they play it? They really know that you were there, so the real press seems to know about you. It's crazy, really.
Well, they were only finding out who I was when we were getting kicked out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And they're like, oh, shit. Like, Shiza, like, 9, like, fuck.
So they kicked you out then, or?
Yeah, they kicked us out.
Yeah. But you got the hotel bar.
They told us, and we had, Jeff Bürgerberg pay for the room, and then they came back, they were like, just please leave now. Whatever you do, just leave now. And we're like, we booked this room, we're tired, we want to sleep. They're like, look, just please leave now, take whatever you want. The hotel room is free, everything is free, take anything you want.
So you could book this till Wednesday, or what? Is this possible?
Yeah, it was supposed to be till Wednesday. We're supposed to check out Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. And they were shocked.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
Just the last question, something in general about We Are Change. I mean, I watch the channel sometimes. So what was for you the most exciting confrontation in the last year?
There's been a few of them. There hasn't been as many as before because we're getting stopped a lot more, and it's becoming really difficult to do the job that I'm doing. But the last one I think was Anderson Cooper, and that was a really very interesting one. Talked to him one-on-one, man-to-man, and I was like, hey, you were under the CIA program when you were in college. What do you think about this German journalist who whistleblowed and came out and said that the CIA literally writes the articles for them, tells them what to do, extorts them, manipulates them? What do you think of this guy who just came out with this very important information about the CIA manipulation? What do you think about Operation Mockingbird, an official declassified CIA program that infiltrated all of the U.S. mainstream media by the CIA and manipulated news to work in favor of the United States? And he ran in his car and he didn't say a single word, and he just ran away.
And that's what really excited me about the video, because you talk about Mr. Udo Ulfkotte, and he's kind of famous in Germany, and you exactly talk about this book which was a bestseller in Germany, #1 on the list. So how did you find out about this?
Well, of course, I do my homework. I do my research. You know, all you have to do is look up CIA mainstream media, and bam, you got all these guys coming up. I saw his interview, and I thought it was fascinating, and I always knew it. And I saw Anderson Cooper, and I knew he trained for the CIA, admittedly. So I'm like, perfect. Let's see what he thinks. Let's see what he knows. Let's get the opinion.
Yeah, exactly. So, does Anderson Cooper have like a CIA past, or is he like?
Well, Anderson Cooper, admittedly, from his own admissions, trained to be a part of the CIA when he was in college. As far as other information, I could only speculate, which I do not want to do in any way, shape, or form. All we know is that he trained, admittedly, to be CIA. Then he also says he was not CIA, that he turned down the job. Who knows?
Who knows, yeah.
But there always is a saying, once CIA, always CIA.
Oh, yeah.
So anything could be possible in this kind of realm, but the only way to really find out is to ask questions and to demand an answer, and that's what I hope to do.
Yeah, thank you, Luke, for the interview, and I appreciate your work very much, so
no
thank
problem.
you.
Thanks for having me.